And for all the old soldiers, we were thinking of it the other day, and we're all the sons of old diggers, the whole four of us. So it's great to get to an RSL occasionally and play a bit of music. And the music you're going to hear today, ladies and gentlemen, is Australian rock and roll and rhythm and blues music. So we better go back to where it all started, the South in America. This was first recorded in 1936 by a fellow named Robert Johnson. And of course, Robert Johnson was poisoned by a bloke named Ralph in 1938. So we worked out that Robert Johnson played this song 1,215 times. Shane has played it 27,568 times. Okay, Robert Johnson's 32-21.
welcome to Around Melbourne.
Hi, how are you going, Al?
Great. Tell me, how's the tour been?
It's been great. It's been a bit sort of cut up because we haven't done it all in one go. We've done it in all the sections, but it's been great.
I've noticed this afternoon the crowd wouldn't let you go. They just kept calling you back and dancing, and it was like it may have been 40 years, but it certainly looked like 1972 on the floor.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit mad, isn't it?
Yeah. And where have you done shows? I mean, obviously here at the Williamstown RSL, but where else?
Well, we've done a couple of runs around Victoria. We've done a run up in New South Wales, and a couple of runs up there. But they've only been spasmodic sort of things. It's not like we've done this big national tour. Number one, we don't like being away from home that long. Number two, the logistics are too much for us to be bothered with. We just go where we know that we have a great audience and people love us, and that's what we do.
And Shane plays a few times a year. It varies, I understand.
It varies a great deal. It depends upon, like, when people want festivals, maybe we might go and do a bunch of other gigs as well. You know, we at this age in our lives, we just can't be bothered going out and just going out there. We'd rather just do the really good things and enjoy ourselves.
Terrific. Well, it's been a good show. And for yourself, where to from here? Do some local work?
For me,
what keeps you busy?
For me, this week, in a couple of days' time, I'm off to Adelaide to do 4 shows, a couple of which are going to be with Chris Finnan. And Chris Finnan has been a member of Chain in the past, and he's just a fabulous player, and we're doing some shows together. So
terrific.
And then I'm off to Tasmania, and I just travel around. And I just got back from Bali. I did a show over there, and I'm going to Cambodia in November to do a show or 2. We're not sure whether it'll be a show or 3 actually, but yeah,
that's great. Well, thanks for joining us around Melbourne TV, and we'll see you around the track.
Thank you, Al.
Thank you.
A bridge has collapsed in Mississippi. Seems like I'm stuck in Memphis for a while. A bridge has collapsed in Mississippi. Seems like I'm stuck in Memphis for a while. We're not going to do that one. We'll do the other one I wrote. It's called Memphis Has Got a Pyramid.
Here with Chain frontman Matt Taylor. Welcome to Around Melbourne.
Thank you very much.
How have the shows been coming along?
Fantastic. Well, they're all finished now. This is the last one. And they've all gone great, you know.
If today's anything to go by, the crowd was jumping. I was saying to Phil, they wouldn't let you get off.
No.
So that's always a good thing. What are you up to these days? Whereabouts you living?
Well, I live in Perth, and basically, when I'm not doing this, I just write songs, and what I've done now is I've written hundreds of songs, so I'm going to sit down and video myself doing all the songs I've ever written.
Okay.
And I've started it. I've got 12. Basically, I'm doing it for the archives in Canberra, and it's Australian music.
Sure.
And if it's all there in the archives, in 100 years, someone can pull it out and think, "Oh, is that what was going on?" And
exactly. I mean, is there a lot of that going on? You would think so.
I hope so. I've always known that I don't write what you'd call popular music,
sure,
but it's real music, and it's from my own experience,
Yeah.
and it's absolutely honest.
And with songs, I mean, effectively they're life experiences that everybody shares at different times.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas a pop song might be great today, and in 3 years' time nobody wants to know about it. A good song in 40
Yeah.
years' time, you were doing stuff from the 30s
Oh yeah.
today.
You know, my record company's called Forever Records for that very reason.
Yep.
And if anyone says, why do you call it Forever? I said, what's good is good forever. What is shit forever.
Exactly, yeah. And that's, I mean, you know, and there's a whole different side to this. That for people who have been around long enough, there are the good songs being taken and put into contemporary songs, ripping off riffs and words and lyrics, and we live in a time now where, I mean, it's contemporary, but they're actually pulling stuff that might be 40, 50 years old. But the younger crowd, they think
don't
it's original.
know.
No.
I remember I was on a lift once, an escalator, and there was two young blokes in front of me. This was about 5 years ago, and one of them said, "Did you know that Nirvana invented feedback?" I felt like going up to them and saying they were using feedback in the late 40s.
That's right. That's
you
right.
know, and you know, anyone who was here today would have saw that we did a little dedication to Les Paul.
Yes, yes.
You know, any young musician who's out there, you know, find out about Les Paul and these people. We are standing on the shoulders of giants, and they should never be unappreciated.
No.
You know.
But even but having said that, I looked at the audience tonight. You had some old favourites that have been around for a long time.
Oh yeah.
But you had a lot of young people in there
Oh,
popping
yeah.
along and enjoying the because it's the rhythm, isn't it? You know, you go along if everybody around you's having a good time and the band's playing well. It doesn't matter what the style is. You go with it. There's a lot of young people, which must be very good for you because you're pulling a younger crowd.
Well, the wonderful thing about it is many of them have been brought up on their parents' music, even though they've got their own music. But there was a young fella came up tonight and he said, "I've never seen your band before, but that was the best show I'd ever seen." And I said, "How old are you?" And he said, "Well, you know, I'm 19. And I said, "When I was 14, I was listening to men my age."
That's right.
That's how I learned to play. I still love the Rolling Stones, who are contemporary with me, and I love Led Zeppelin, but I was listening to the guys they were listening to. The amazing thing about the blues, it gives birth to all these new musics, and when these new musics aren't the height of popularity anymore, they go back to the blues. Like when I started off, there was an absolute distinction between soul music and blues. Then the Blues Brothers come along and it's all the one music.
That's right, yes.
You know.
Yeah.
And we do some soul type of things with change.
Well, look, mate, it was a great show. Hope to see you around soon in Melbourne again, and we fly on the other side.
No, thank you very much.
Thanks for your time. Enjoy.
No, my pleasure.
Welcome.
Love
Thank you.
you.